So after you install all of those plugins from the recommended list, which is this, um, you're going to find that you need to activate them. So there's just an easy way to do that. You can just click that box there, click activate, click apply. I've already done that. But you'll also notice after you do that you're going to get some warnings here. And the first warning I want to talk about is notice Shareaholic needs to be configured. Please visit the plugin options page and set your preferences. So some of these plugins need to be configured and some don't. Shareaholic is one of them, and it's this one down here. It's called Sexy Bookmarks, and it's a really good social media type plugin that you're going to want to put on your website. So let's click on plugin options page, and there's a lot of stuff here. There's really not much you have to do up here, but down here you do. So let's just look at this real quick. By default, Shareaholic has these buttons checked. You can check any other ones that you want, like NetVibes or Ning or Squidoo or whatever. Don't go overboard. If you go overboard, your website's going to look kind of weird. Let's go to the website and I'll show you what this looks like. So here's our sharing is caring. Get Shareaholic for Firefox. Okay, so I've done this, and what you want to do is include the like button set just above the post. You always want to say yes. And include Facebook like button, yes. Include the Google +1 button, yes. And button alignment could be left aligned or right aligned. Button style can be standard buttons or box. I like buttons. And then show counter for the +1 button. That's always good. So this is what it's going to look like right here. Let's show you what the standard looks like. See how that looks? See how it changed? Buttons, box. Okay. Box is pretty nice too, but it takes up more vertical room than you really want. So I like buttons because it spreads everything out across the screen horizontally. Doesn't take up a lot of content space. So include the like button set below the post. You always want to say yes. So you want yes on both. Studies have shown that when people include the buttons, the like buttons, and the +1 buttons above and below the posts, they get a lot more likes and a lot more +1s than if they just put the buttons on the top or the bottom. It's not necessarily twice as many, but it's more, and more is better when it comes to social media. Okay, so show share counters, that's fine. Choose all the recommended settings. Scroll on down. Twitter options. That's fine. You can customize this however you'd like. You can also use a shortener for your Twitter options or not. And then go down here and override styles with custom mods instead. No. You don't really need to do any of this. What you do need to do is pick one of these kind of handwritten looking things. I don't really like any of them, but I'll choose share the knowledge. And then for menu placement, menu location in relation to content, above content, below content, you always want this below the content. You don't want to encumber people too much with, too much extraneous stuff that doesn't really apply to the content that they sought out in the first place. You can also choose whether or not to put this functionality on posts only, pages only, index only, posts and pages, the whole gamut. I choose all. And then you can choose to show this in your RSS feed or not. I would say yes. And then click Save Changes. And you'll notice that that warning is gone. Let's go back and reload this page, and you'll see what this looks like. Alright, so you'll see the like and the +1 buttons here and the like button down here, and all these buttons down here that you chose here. Okay. I will deselect some of these because I don't think you need all these. It's too much, and some of these don't matter anymore. I don't necessarily have a set list of properties that you should use, but choose the ones you like and the ones that you've had some success with, or the ones that you have some personal experience with. That would be my recommendation. Then go back and save changes. Take a look at what it looks like, and see there's just a few things here. You can add it to Squidoo, post to Posterous, send via Gmail, add to LinkedIn, post to Twitter, and post to Facebook. All right. So if you want to see what like looks like, well, I'm not going to log into Facebook, but you get the gist of it. And then you can +1 it. That's me. That's about it for Shareaholic, or what they call sexy bookmarks. All right, we'll move on to the next video.